There we go. Mic's back on. All right. Hello there, everyone. And good news is I got the mouth to move again, unlike the last stream where the mouth was just stuck in the frozen smile face. But now the downside is it is stuck in the smiling position. I can't frown or anything like that, except if I hit certain toggles to make it frown. But anyway, so yeah, as the title of the stream says, we are going to react to some death battle. It's been a while since I watched any death battle since the whole thing with Rooster Teeth and Warner Brother that happened towards the middle of 2024, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so before we get started, I just want to say that I have already watched some of the preliminaries for some of these. Those specifically are Joker versus oh gosh, I'm gonna botch the name, Giorno, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And Omni-Man versus Bardock. I have not watched preliminaries for Bowser versus Eggman or Among Us versus Fall Guys. I can't believe they actually did that one. Okay, but so enough of me rambling. Let's go ahead and switch screens, and yeah, I will see you guys there. Here I am. Woo-doo-doo. Oh wait, let me get my corner. Right there. There we go. Let me shrink down a little bit. There we go. Alrighty. Just let me know if the volume is too loud or too quiet. There you go. Bowser versus Eggman to start us off. Oh, and if you want to watch these uninterrupted or paused or whatever, I have linked the original video, the links to these videos in the description. So anyway, here we go in 3, 2, 1. But they do not sponsor this channel. Ooh. Getting us a preview of what the fight's gonna look like. Hey guys, I see you again. You know, the fact that it was just through the fan base that pretty much saved Death Battle is amazing. Oh, that's the best way to do it, though. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's see. He's 34 years old, height 10 feet, family Bowser Jr., hobbies dancing, golf, go-kart, tennis, loves Princess Peach, his family. Yeah, I would say it's more of an obsession than love, but hey, that's just me. That's an understatement. Blade, 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 blade. Okay, what's up? Let's see. Size alteration, duplication, reality warping, shape shifting, teleportation, time travel, transmutation. I keep uh, honestly the fact that he has like time travel abilities and stuff like that. I don't remember Bowser having any of those powers in any of the games I played, which really says a lot of how much I don't really play many Nintendo games. Sad face. Oh, oh, oh. What the heck happened? Uh oh. Uh oh. Back up. Back up. Where did we leave off? Oh, I lost my space. I lost my space. Where did we go? There we go. My bad. I hit the wrong key. Oh yeah, I just realized this is a battle between magic versus science. Okay, hold up. Real talk. Real talk. So I just actually recently got Mario Party for to play over the holidays, and oh my gosh, I realized how competitive I can get. I play games, and oh, I did not have a fun time playing Mario Party. Just 99% of the time, anytime I came close of getting myself a star, someone would switch Bowser to that spot, and I ended up getting my money stolen. It was ridiculous. Anyway, well, Paper Mario is canon. Mainline games frequently reference it and vice versa. In these games, Bowser resists time. Okay. True. Bum bum bum. Oh wow, there's a lot more. Oh, bad boy, just do not remind me of that. Do not remind me of that. It's too painful. I got so excited when I thought I got 100 coins. Wait, no, it was like 200, wasn't it? Either way. Ah, he's a furry. Bum bum bum. Yes. I really need to finish this game. I've never actually finished Super Mario Sunshine. The other thing, there's a lot of games I haven't finished. Dang. Dang. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, we get it, Wiz. He has dark magic. Dang. Again, another game that I have never actually finished. Gosh, there's a lot of things on my bucket list I need to do. Shoo! Universe traverse feet. Too big of a number for my primitive brain to understand. It's him! Mario! Rosalina's best girl, you can't change my mind. Let's see. Conquer most of the universe twice. Hearts of power of grand stars. Daisy's better. We all have the right to be wrong. All right. All right, let's skip. Yes, very disgusting. The irony. Yeah. I mean, it's a bit overkill, but. Let's see. So the besides Sonic, he really hates cold soup. I mean, I can understand that second one. Really can. Gotta go fast. Gosh. mm, that's a bit of an oversight. The hypergold black hole and an event horizon and the West Virgin comparable to infinite gravity. Yeah, when you really start to think about it, Eggman is a legit threat. From a certain point of view. Eggman must be American. Yeah, that's the one thing that stands out with. Hey, you gotta. All villains have a brand, like the Soggy Wet Bandits. Gotta have a brand of some kind. Hey, those two were hilarious. Dun dun dun. Ready to dish out some metal. I'm just saying right now, the one I think Metal Sonic would be uh the point that will actually help Eggman beat Bowser. Imagine we could create pocket dimensions such as null space and egg field. Ugh. Hmm. Take a drink, take a shot every time someone makes a not Super Saiyan. This is one game I've been wanting to play. In the future, if I forgot the name of this game. I forgot the name that she's from the latest Sonic game, but in the future I plan on playing that. Cinema. It's also super force to chaos scale above the speed of Eric's prism. Nah. Basically, he's a villain who's got a soft spot. Okay. All right. All right. Pause. Okay, so quickly, let us deliberate. Who do I think is gonna win, and who do you guys think is gonna win? Oh gosh, they do have a lot of similar weaponry, I think, or or I can't really say that. It's just like Bowser's. I mean, Eggman's got a lot of things that can destroy planets, and even with the all these gems that can power his machines and stuff. I think the Bowser has survived the destruction of a universe. So, I mean, just based off that alone, I'm kind of leaning more towards Bowser winning this, at least for this one. No, I do think Eggman's got the superior army compared to Bowser, but in terms of durability and stuff like that, I think Bowser outmatches uh, Eggman. But yeah, I already said my piece. I think Bowser's gonna win this one. So let's go ahead and see if I was correct. Oh, trying to force Peach to marry him. Oh, it's a fake. Uh oh. Oh dang. Let's go. Uh oh. Ah, dang nabbit. I hit a key to put my mask on. I jumped everything. Ah. All right. There we go. Sorry, guys. My bad. There we go. Well, yeah. Well, Bowser's dark magic does help tip the scales in his favor too. Oof. Ba ba bum. Yeah. Yeah. Again, when it comes to army capabilities, again, I think. Oh, yeah, Eggman's army for the most part has the superior firepower, but then you got supernatural characters like King Boo who can change the tide. Uh oh. Again, Death Battle team, good job on the animation. Uh oh. Ooh. Uh oh. Unleashing Bowser's. Also, all right, Kaiju battle. Pacific Rim. Yo. This goes hard. I'm just saying, if something happens to Sage, we can guarantee that Eggman's gonna go ballistic. Ooh. Uh, yeah, again, Metal Sonic's really the tipping point or the turning point. Oh, he hurt Junior. Ooh, laser struggle. Oh, oh. They both have. Okay, but again, Bowser has tanked universe destruction, so I don't think this is gonna hurt him. Yo, this animation is sick. Oh, I was wrong. Was I wrong? Oh, oh, yep, zombie Bowser. Uh oh. Oh, yep. Dang. Yo, that went hard. Okay. 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 Yep. Alternate alternate scenario. Yep, he I forgot about that. Yep. And another alternate scenario. Dang, how many alternate scenarios do they have? Okay. Mm. Okay. You could cross between dimensions, countering Sage and. Okay. Okay, let's see. A truly loyal army, more useful inherited abilities, stronger base form. Okay, cosmic rally were equal. Academic's mind control magic was ineffective. All right, yep, more intelligent. Well, let's see, less effective leadership. Sage's technology was ineffective. Army is mostly vulnerable to transmutation magic. Okay, so just magic was a lot more versatile than technology, which is also what you see a lot in cases between magic and technology battles. Yeah. Wow, Boom. So those jokes were just, yeah, you can really crack an egg, can you? Okay, that was bad, even for me. Okay. Oop, that's not what I wanted. All right. Up next is Joker versus Girono. Now, to be honest, I can't really remember a whole lot on the preliminaries for this one. Uh, but given the personas, so these both these characters basically their powers come from their will. Essentially, that's how I remember it. But yeah, so yeah, well, there's just a lot of information trying to remember information from all four videos, all four of these fights. Um, but honestly, because okay, the Persona universe or game, basically, if I remember correctly, the at one point both the real verse, the real world, and the meta world basically merged into one, and yet Joker along with his friends were just able to beat someone who's basically controlling reality itself. So on that note, I think Joker's gonna take this. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and just see who wins. Persona versus JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh yeah, this was the one that. Yeah, no, I already mentioned this was the preliminaries already watched. Oh, just straight into it. Oh, duh, I forgot that one. Oh, yeah, I forgot Jerome. She can basically rewrite time. I may change my pick. Die for me. Try to use numbers against him. All right. Yeah. But area effect. You take out the reinforcements. Oh, not a persona, but yeah, don't think he's gonna chill out there. Dang. Oh wow. Oh no, he's still alive. No, it's a big bullet. Oh, dang. Bit the bullet. Oh hey, clean up. I see ya. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yep. I gotta be honest. Some of these powers could just goes right over my head. Okay. All right. I think to keep my memory fresh, we'll just go back with the preliminaries just again because I mean, gosh, my brain's already fried as it is. But essentially, Omni Man versus Bardock is. Oh, I know this is gonna take a lot of uh Dragon Ball fans off. But it's basically Superman versus Goku. Except Omni Man is a step down from Superman, so I don't want to say Bardock actually has a chance to beat this guy compared to his son against Superman, uh, but yeah, let's just go ahead and watch the preliminaries just again because I forgot a lot about the stuff in the last one. Doesn't get like just time and space warping abilities that both characters have. Just go and fly right over my head. So maybe yeah. Yeah. J.K. Simmons. No. Hmm. Again, for the most part, Omni Man is basically like Superman, but just not as strong or fast. I mean, imagine holding your breath for a week. I can barely hold my breath for 10 seconds. Yeah, that's only if I push myself. Similar to Doomsday. Like, you kill Doomsday one way, while he becomes immune to that. Similar. But the fact is, if you deal a killing blow to a Viltrumite, then yeah, they're dead. Eh. Oh, guys. I'm sorry. Was the desktop volume off this entire time? Could you not? Could no one? Oh my gosh. I am. Wow. Was the volume? Could you guys not even hear? Oh my gosh. That is on me. We've been going for how long now? And I just realized that the desktop volume wasn't on. Oh no. I am. We've been going 45 minutes. I just now realized that the sound was not on. Oh no. Oh gosh. I am so sorry, guys. Wow. Mm. Well, this is awkward. Let's continue.
To shatter one by flying straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring.
Gosh, I can't believe I forgot to turn the volume on for you guys.
Meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers, Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't doing it for you, this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles.
There we
Comparing
go.
this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before, you know, kablam.
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Ragnar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitch frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Thanks to his son, Mark, Nolan
every
began to re-examine
parent's
his
or
perspective
adult's
and his
weakness.
place in the universe. He
Not that I would
settled
know.
down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid.
Well,
with
does
his
having
new
pets
wife,
count?
Who's a bug? A bug lady? He banged a bug.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man?
It's,
Everyone deals with parenting stress in their own
let's
way.
not think
When
about it.
Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant people are, Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
In the far reaches of the cosmos laid a world with a people like no other, born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta. Well, narcissist much.
Exactly. Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock! He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right?
Yeah, no,
What a curveball.
So what does
there's
that
no
make
family
Turtles?
resemblance.
Bardock
None at
was
all.
a cold-blooded killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyans' true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets.
how's
they
the volume,
wiped out every
guys?
living thing, leaving Frieza
Is the volume
uninhabited
good?
rocks
Let me
to
know
sail
in
away.
the comments
Bardock
or in the chat.
was an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
But only one is considered officially canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met
Drake-
and eventually
yeah.
married fellow warrior Guinea, and had 2 sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
Thank you, cleanup.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his brutal screw-you nature, Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming power. His final spirit cannon is like a ki-powered bazooka. His rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over, break your spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Guinea, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so
I
it was
mean,
unlikely
if that was
his
pretty
kids
much
would
how
grow up to be
life
anything
has
more
been
than
for them
battlefield
for
fodder.
But
who
they would
knows how
still
long.
possess the Saiyans' power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
While some Saiyans can maintain control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite being low-class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters.
All right, here we go.
To better understand his potential.
Here comes
When
the
his son fought Prince
brain
Vegeta,
thinking.
What's the scouter say about his power level? It's over 8,000. Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
Hey,
According to this
9,000
movie
is over
template, Goku's power
8,000,
level
so
between its
it's
fight
still
with Vegeta and his
technically.
was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku would have had to keep up with that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Makes sense given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went, cheerio!
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found 2 survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity, but Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the 2, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So, before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that would have a greater significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
And then Dildo Dickhead blew them all up and he died.
Yeah, it's always the little things that
Or
create the
did
biggest
he?
effects.
Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these 2 who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah blah blah, non-canon, whatever. He survived. And when he realized what happened, he got so unbelievably pissed off, he went Super Saiyan. What?
Alright, this is very much an alternate universe what-if scenario, and it is jarring. But think about it. The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone. It requires dedication, introspection, victory, failure, love, and loss. Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with power that could rival his own. But perhaps Bardock's transformation was more than simply a what-if. He had begun to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his fear would have manifested before him right then and there.
Damn, pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of it all. I know Kakarot would be proud. Hey, shout out to everyone who believed in us during our recent crowd.
Okay, so debation time. Debation? Is that even a word? Well, okay, quickly, guys, I want to apologize for not noticing the volume was turned off for the battles. Probably make things a little bit more entertaining for you to watch. Again, I apologize. I need to learn to be a little more spatially aware of things. But so yeah, after besides that, let's see who do I think is gonna win. Well, in terms of speed, Omni-Man, is a lot faster than Bardock, at least I think. Though, and I don't know if Omni-Man can destroy a planet. Or well, okay, maybe he does have the ability to do so, but if Bardock was at the same power level as King Vegeta at the time, who could destroy 3 planets at once, then Bardock, I think, has a more higher power output. But then again, Omni-Man with his smart atoms, if he could survive damage from Bardock, then his body will be able to just heal and tank those hits again and again. Ugh. Honestly, for this one, I want Bardock to win. Just because between the two, I think he's a little bit more of an interesting character, and that while he is relatively harsh and brutal, like that was just a Saiyan way of life. He is very caring. Towards his family, where Omni-Man later on, became that guy, but he started out as pretty much like just basically a manipulator. But yeah, so I think that again, I want Bardock to win, but I think Omni-Man's gonna win. So let's go ahead and find out.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's
Time for a death battle! Good lord, Omni-Man in Fortnite is so cringe. Alright. Well, basically, I think this battle comes down to durability versus power.
Bug planet.
Ooh.
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Don't underestimate me.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
My sons would kick his ass.
Alright, it's like I can imagine their kids having like, my dad can kick your dad's butt. My dad can. The type of vibe I got from that. Goodbye. Oh. Ooh.
Whatever you are,
Uh-oh.
you're an embarrassment.
Full moon. Look out.
Wait till you see the real power of a Saiyan.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Oh. But again, those smart atoms are gonna come in clutch, I think. Oh, hi, kitty. Got a visitor, guys. One of my kitty cats is paying us a visit. Oh, he ripped the tail off.
Shit.
Got him by the tail, literally there.
No. My sons need me. I won't let you take me from my world.
Oh, Super Saiyan. Here we go. Come on, Bardock. Well, again.
Time is up.
Oh, ow. Yeah.
You said Saiyan. Remember it.
Oof. You put up a valiant fight, Bardock. I salute you.
Fuck.
KO! Okay, these Gokus have got to stop picking fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan against Viltrumite is fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed. Bardock is much faster, given his power
Yep.
level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed.
Oh,
Much higher
never
than
mind.
Viltrumite's fast
Okay, I was
speed.
wrong on that
It's
one,
a 50
and I'm
times
okay with that.
multiplier from Super Saiyan, and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that one planet was, the numbers are actually pretty similar.
Oh.
Until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light of such a planet and
okay.
remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that creates an uninterrupted view between sun and satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disk puts it at 3 septillion tons.
That's 24 zeros!
Which makes Omni-Man over 11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms
Okay.
can make up that difference. So strength goes to Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility in combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and, of course, Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this, especially when it comes to our last 2 categories, experience and stamina.
Yep.
Omni-Man's been around a lot longer than Bardock, over 2,000 years, and even with Super Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate. Which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Yep.
Saiyans like Bardock can fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Bardock's crazy speed and power made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an unstoppable and unshakable force that would inevitably land the killing blow.
When push came to shove, Omni-Man raised the bar. Duck.
The winner is Omni-Man.
Next time on Death Battle.
Okay. Well, that was. So I was right in my prediction that Omni-Man was going to win, but I really wanted Bardock to win, and I was actually surprised on the strength feat. It's like, oh, wait a minute, King Vegeta blew up 3 planets at once, but it's like, oh, wait a minute, not true. Or, well, yes, but this planet was bigger than those 3 planets combined. So, like, okay. All right, well, last one for the night, and this is, oh, I can't believe it, Among Us versus Fall Guys. Oh, boy. Well, let's watch.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap.
The music.
The year was 2020. The long wait as we all experienced the most viral sensation in recent years. It was Among Us.
Nah, Fall Guys was the biggest news that year. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Oh,
And
no.
it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor,
Haven't
and
played
skills to
either
find out who would win
other
a death battle.
Game. This is probably just one more
In
of
the
those
lonely
comedic
dark
bites.
of space, aboard a malfunctioning vessel, a peculiar crew of bean-shaped astronauts must work together to save their souls from a quiet demise.
Tons of stuff could go wrong at any moment, and it's up to these colorful clowns to fix it. Impressive, since their spacesuits don't seem to have any arms.
Oh, that's not actually a suit, that's just how they are.
Wait, what? Ew, why?
More on that later. The tasks they undertake to save their ship require varying degrees of difficulty and skill. It may not take much to reconnect some wires in the cafeteria, but it certainly does to clear asteroids when your ship is moving faster than light.
If that's not a suit, then why do they have a cafeteria when they don't have a mouth?
At any point, these creatures must draw from medical training, electrical skills, and mechanical know-how.
Okay, but it's total chaos, so teamwork is key. They gotta spread out and trust that while they're all swiping cards, they have each other's backs, right?
Well, success is always uncertain, as though fate has placed some external force that stands between this species and their survival.
There's an imposter among them! I mean,
An
among
imposter.
us, but not us, though, right, Wiz?
Like the thing.
Right?
For the 9th time, I'm not an imposter.
That's just what an imposter would say. They're shape-shifting aliens. They could be anyone, or any mad scientist in a lab coat.
The imposter threatens the pack and pushes them towards extinction by any means necessary. Anything from damaging lights to wrecking the ship's reactor.
Which can be tricky to fix in time, even though imposters are naturally skilled at crawling through the vents. The crewmates need special engineer training to do the same, so not all of them can McLean it up.
All while the imposters conceal their motivations and infiltrate the herd. The others always know something isn't right, and the imposters use that paranoia to motivate their prey into ejecting each other into space. Just for being kinda sus.
Yeah, Wiz is the imposter.
He does seem to know an awful lot about these aliens. And just to put it out there, it isn't me.
That's a good point. Have you ever heard him say sus?
No, what do you mean? Knowing a lot is literally my job.
Ear canals!
Ah, jeez, fix your mic, dummy.
I agree with the metal bowling ball.
Well, I knew the sussy baka from the start. And again, just to be very clear, it isn't me.
Same here.
Oh, come on. Anyone could be the imposter, Boomstick. It's completely random.
Random starts with R and so does... Oh, I know who it is! It's always the red one!
Wait, what?
I don't know what to say about this. Oh my gosh. Anyway, continue.
But it isn't me! It isn't me!
Oh, right. There's usually 2 imposters.
Dear God.
Oh.
Imposters aren't just tricksters. They're also hunters. Bloodhounds tracking and assassinating crewmates when they least expect it.
They'll snap their necks, stab them with a knife, shoot them with a desert eagle, or use their frickin' tongues to impale their faces. Oh, God! Right through the visor.
They may look like they're wearing spacesuits, but that's not a visor. That is their actual face. Examining their cross-section reveals their insides always match the color of their bodies, and that they are comprised of exactly one large bone, which must mean their ability to walk is entirely muscle-based. Their whole anatomy is one unsolvable mystery.
Ew! They've got human toes, buff arms for no reason, and can stretch like Mr. Fantastic? What are these freaky things?
No one knows. They don't even exist within the same realm of mortality as you or I. Even if one of them is killed or ejected into the lifeless void of space, they return as a ghost, invisible, incorporeal, unable to communicate with the living, but nonetheless still among us.
Even beyond death, they can plot the demise of other crew.
Or become guardian angels for the living by literally shielding them.
That's gotta be one tough shield, because remember that Desert Eagle they holster? Apparently, that thing also fires a laser that can rip apart whole planets.
Of course it can.
To split this planet apart like like that would need over 10 non-million tons of TNT.
A number so incomprehensible you'd have to multiply 1 billion by 1 billion. Twice.
More than enough to annihilate Earth over 160 million times.
I hate the
Which
fact that they're
seems like
taking
overkill for
this
the, space
game
vampires
so
they were
serious.
Right. The crew
I mean, I
has
know it's their
crossed over
thing,
with a
but
variety of other universes.
Ugh.
Right, Vampire
Good
Survivors,
lord.
Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator, the classics.
Including this Henry Stickmin guy. Apparently, he's a kleptomaniac with a surprisingly wide and wacky arsenal all the crew can have.
Desert Eagle-eyed crewmates will find Henry's weapons throughout the ship, like a banana bomb, a teleporter, a ninja star, and a magic pencil that can bring drawings to life.
These
Oh,
crazy
SpongeBob's
Teletubbies
in
can
this
sketch
too.
Whatever they want into existence, and they're suddenly everywhere I look now. Where's these little trash can people are freaking me out.
In a strange way, all of this makes
oh
sense
good
for
lord,
this
I'm not gonna be able to look at some of these
In
things
the
the
face
same
of
again.
insurmountable odds,
Thanks a lot,
society
Death
tells them
Battle.
to band
Thanks a
together
lot.
No matter what, to use all the tools available and try to survive
I got.
again and
I'm
again.
questioning reality
Ship
now.
on strange planets,
I'm
and
questioning
where they may be,
everything.
In spite of anything that may be going on in the world, they either fix what's broken or face certain doom. But no matter what, they do it together.
Among together. Yeah. Ooh.
Boomstick.
Welcome to the
Seem a little
bright
suspicious
world
there.
of the Blunderdome. Natural habitat to these lovable little beings known as the Fall Guys, who race each other through fun playgrounds with nothing but clear skies above.
These lively obstacle courses showcase their inherent skills and abilities. As if drawn by natural instinct, they hurtle over barriers together and pass through various tests of strength, agility, and mental fortitude.
And it's pretty impressive considering how elaborate these bounce house courses get. How do these weebles wobble through it?
With a shocking level of innate parkour mastery that otherwise hasn't been seen since 2006. But honestly, not many of the beans make it.
Wait,
More
have a
than
Mike
one
Wazowski.
before everything starts all over again.
Is
Which
that
makes for
canon?
some very friendly competition, like survival of the fittest, but for a bunch of candy grimaces. They'll grab, shove, and slam into each other to make it out on top, or even roll up into a ball and launch across the course. Self-preservation be damned.
And over time, the beans have evolved to higher levels of, let's call it imagination. The engineer Digi invented the creative device so the beans could start making and designing new obstacles and challenges for themselves, as well as additional tools like wrecking balls, wind-up boxes for punching foes, and even translators that make their nonsensical language intelligible.
But even at their best, they're still just flinging themselves over these obstacles like a bunch of drunken lemmings.
This species seems to have a biological urge to navigate these courses for one singular purpose: get that crown.
I mean, if I could be king for a day, I'd push you off a cliff right now.
Very funny. Get away from me.
Things in the Blunderdome can get wild. We've seen these goobers get smacked by giant mallets and fall into actual hot lava, but they always pop back up at the qualification stage later.
Wait, hold up. Crossover equipment. They have the freaking Tartarus and the Power Sword. I've been missing out. I might actually have to play Fall Guys. Dang. I've been missing out.
Harmed somehow.
These remarkable creatures have demonstrated some dumbfounding durability, such as getting struck by meteors. That's a hit anywhere from 18 tons of TNT to 15 kilotons. But they still get right back up to Rube Goldberg themselves straight through another obstacle course.
Rube
Before he hit the
Goldberg.
Big Bang and came out the other
That
side
takes
and
me
slid
back.
Wait, what? Did I just say the Big Bang? Why do we even mention the meteor? Who cares? Their suits are basically indestructible.
Boomstick, I hate to tell you this.
No,
Those aren't really...
don't say it.
No.
Those aren't actually suits. That's their skin.
Oh man, people were getting weird back in 2020. Didn't they have better things to do?
With only arms, legs, and eyes, they're
It's
some
humanity.
genetic mechanism
I'm sure we can make
inside
things a
the
lot more
beings that
weirder.
Causes them to be self-sustaining. Though after some dissection, it's unclear. This is an official image, by the way.
I don't know
Oh,
what's more
what?
upsetting, that skeleton or the fact that these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Imagine bumping into this thing in a dark alleyway.
That is insane.
Thank you.
So this
That
means when
is
you start the
absolutely
game, you're
insane.
Just flat out naked, just swinging away. beans in the wind.
Strange such nakedness would be allowed, considering what's actually happening is the Fall Guys are contestants in a non-stop 24/7 game show, the Ultimate Knockout. Yeah, that's what's actually happening here. So what might be misconstrued as some sort of migration cycle is really a brutal, never-ending gauntlet that takes advantage of their tunnel vision.
So it's like the Truman Show mixed with Wipeout and Naked and Afraid. What happens
Okay.
to being just colorful cartoon beans?
And they survive to keep playing the game no matter what. The game makers have said that when the beans fall to their death, they feel a moment of displacement, serenity, zen-like detachment from all worldly and physical bonds. Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. That's an official quote.
They've also said they're strong enough to rip someone in half and can stretch
Why
their
am I not
bodies so
surprised?
far they pass beyond the observable universe.
Oh god, the Twitter feats.
Oh yeah! January 18th, 2022, 9:14 a.m. The Fall Guy stretched so far, he exited the universe as we know it, and then he kept going.
Speaking of
Shut up. This was an actual thing that happened. Part of me doesn't want to believe it, but at the same time, I'm broke. My mind has been broke.
universes, the Fall Guys have seen dozens of guest stars from other stories and have learned
Oh,
from their
hey,
cultures,
it's a Grinch
like
and-
flying around in the TARDIS of Doctor Who fame, wielding He-Man's power sword.
Oh, the
launching
power
Ryo's
sword he made?
iconic
I thought it was
Hadouken,
Link's
or even
power
just
sword, but...
becoming Pac-Man. They just become Pac-Man. They're Pac-Man now.
Wiz, I know we've seen some crazy things
Hey,
on the show,
Scooby.
but these 6 feet tall jelly bean monsters eat food through their feet. What are we about to rot upon the world? Is this cute and colorful reality an endless void of darkness and despair? Revelations of disturbances too catastrophic for the human mind to process? A vicious cycle on this blue marble surrounded by mouthless, dead-eyed beans.
Pretty much.
Ah, cool, let's see them fight.
All right. Well, I learned a lot about the ridiculousness of Among Us and Fall Guys when you take it serious. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that, but even my cat agrees with me that this is just ridiculous. Is that right, Miss Nia? Yeah, it is. Yes, that is. Yes. She's begging for attention right now. All right, little miss, I will give you all the lovings you want later, but I need to finish. We're almost done with this stream, okay? Give me another 10 minutes at least, okay? Okay. All right, let's just see who's. Right now, honestly, I think it's Among Us who's gonna win, just because they can survive the Big Bang. I like the fact they are tying the actual game mechanics into this fight. It's good storytelling. Oh! Everyone was ejected. Oh, that's how they transferred into the Among Us universe. Okay. Or Fall Guys, sorry. Okay. Oh, really? Really? Oh, the brain rot is real. Yo, Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh? Yep, it works. It's not on him. Yeah. I think it's safe to say that Fall Guys is gonna win this. Banana. Well, so much destruction for a crown. Oh, using the Tartarus out the power sword. They're going hard with this. Oh no, his crown. Uh-oh. Ooh. Yes, you become a monster. Oh, seriously, the Fortnite dance? How much brain rot is there?
The next episode. This is my new favorite show. Move over, chimp crazy.
We broke this down into 3 categories: offense, defense, and the bizarre. Let's start with offense.
Bizarre.
Focus among
Yeah,
us
that's
can
putting it
blow up
mildly.
planets, not to mention moving faster than light to hit all those planets in one shot. It's kind of out there, but no Fall Guy has ever done anything like that. The crewmates clearly get the edge in offense.
Though that
Okay.
impressive power matters less when we look at defense.
It's crazy
Yep.
how much damage the Fall Guys can walk off. They survived anything their course threw at them, took hits from meteors, and most importantly, survived the Big Bang. You know, the explosion that blew the whole frickin' universe into existence. Easy edge for the bumbling beans.
We can even go a step further. Both of these creatures have demonstrated various forms of invulnerability and death negation, like how the Fall Guys could always pop back up for another round, or how the crewmates became ghosts when they die. However, only the Fall Guys had a viable counter. Only the Fall Guys could ensure that their foe stays dead.
Pac-Man, they can become Pac-Man. Well, you know, each
Yep.
ghost.
Brilliant.
Which leads us to the truly bizarre stuff about both of these beanie
Oh.
They could both stretch their bodies to absurd lengths, but only the Fall Guys stretch beyond the observable universe in a matter of minutes. In fact, if we take these posting times literally, that would mean the Fall Guys can stretch at speeds over a quadrillion times faster than
I hate the
light.
fact that they're
I don't
taking
know,
this
Wiz,
literally.
That feels like a bit of a stretch. Wink.
The crewmates did have plenty of answers to the Fall Guys' hijinks, like a magic pencil sword to fight E-Man's power sword, or how they could potentially hack Digi's creations.
But the overwhelming amount of stuff that the Fall Guys have access to just dwarfs the Among Us crew's arsenal. I mean,
Fall Guys,
Hadouken's
tunnel
part is
vision.
just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, the spaceship
A
crew
small
had a few
bean,
deadlier
prone to
weapons among
paranoia
them,
and
but
betrayal.
The Fallen Guys had too many options that could not be countered.
The crewmates may have been cunning and dangerous, but the one-track-minded Fall Guys just wouldn't go down.
Making sure the losers of this fight were no longer Among Us.
Oh no, we never found the second imposter!
Ah, damn it! I knew that stupid robot was sus.
The winner is Fall Guys.
The winner is the Fall Guys. And me.
Next time on Death Battle.
Alright, who's next? Ooh, Kratos? And I don't...
Subscribe.
Asura. Okay. Again, I'm not... My knowledge on anime isn't the greatest, but Kratos. I know who Kratos is. Alright. Well, hold on. Scene change. Ah, there we go. Okay, so wow, that was quite a bit to catch up on. And honestly, that last one, oh, I don't even know what to think on that. Quickly again, I want to apologize for forgetting to turn the sound on in the beginning. Almost 40 minutes in it, and I realized that the sound wasn't even on. Again, that's my bad, but I mean, I am very happy to see that death battle is still continuing even after Rooster Teeth closed. It just really shows how the passion of fans on what can be achieved. So fellow death battle fans, you are the true winners for keeping death battle alive. And I have to announce that this was a special case because it was 4 death battles that were out. That's why I decided to do a live stream on this one. After this, I'm probably gonna just do recordings, unless you guys want me to do live streams for the death battles. Then we for sure can do that. But yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, let's see. We started this at, how long have we been going now? Almost an hour and a half. Yeah. Oh well, guys. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. That last one. This memes and the brain rot that they put in there. It just wow, my brain cannot comprehend. But yeah, no, thanks guys so much for watching. Again, I apologize for the lack of volume at the beginning. I will do better to be more spatially aware. It's been a while, so please, it's gonna take me some time to get back into the groove of things. But yeah, remember, Sunday, either I might be pushing it back, I'm not 100% sure yet, but 2 p.m. Sunday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be doing a playthrough of Star Fox 64, and yeah. And with that being said, let me know in the comment section what you thought about this death battle, or these death battles, I should say. Did you agree with the outcomes? Were there some that you disagreed on? Again, let me know in the comment section below. And this is me reminding you that life is a journey worth exploring. Catch you later.